Hello, welcome to today's video, well, tonight's video. I'm going to be showing you guys one of the meals that I make for our large family. It is going to basically be a lasagna soup kind of thing. It's a meal that can stretch. I do have some music playing in the background. This is just my cooking shenanigans where I love jazz. So you will hear that throughout some of my videos. It's relaxing for me. But anyways, so tonight I am making kind of like a lasagna soup, but not really soup. More so just a version of lasagna that doesn't actually use lasagna noodles. Let me show you the noodles I am going to use though. So I am going to be using Mafalda noodles. You know, these little things here, mini lasagna noodles, like I like to call them. So come along for the ride. You probably will hear and or see the kids in the background. Right now it's just my three that are home, and then my three stepchildren will be home any minute now. So it can kind of get a little bit loud, but again, we're welcoming you into our home, into our lives, and all of our crazy adventures that we call everyday life. So join us for the ride, okay? Give me a moment. Let me go on ahead and get everything I need out of the refrigerator. All my seasonings. Forewarning, I don't measure anything. I just season until my ancestors tell me to stop. So you can kind of tweak it as much as you might want to, or as much as you might need to. I don't measure anything. I just go for it. So give me just a moment here. I'm going to pause the video and grab everything that I need, and we'll get started, all right? Alrighty, welcome back. So I have everything pretty much that I need. I do have my son Nate who will be helping me, kind of passing along. So I'm just going to kind of start out with just grounding up some hamburger meat. I'm going to add my seasonings, which I use red bell pepper, or excuse me, yellow bell pepper, orange bell pepper, green bell pepper, onions, some smoked paprika, some basil leaf, some garlic powder, regular black pepper, and I use an Italian seasoning blend. I'm just going to get this all grounded up for you and get it ready to move on to the next stage. Over here in this pot, you can't really see right now, but I do have had a couple of beef bouillon cubes just kind of melting down, boiling up the water. I will be adding that to the lasagna soup, stew, slow cooker lasagna, whatever you want to call it. But I will be adding that to the lasagna a little later, give it a little bit of extra flavor. Kind of just once I get ready to start combining my tomato sauce paste, marinara sauce. You'll just kind of see that as we go along. I'm not going to bore you with the details of grounding up hamburger meat because, well, we all know how to ground up hamburger meat. So I'm just going to add my seasonings to it. Again, I do not measure any of my seasonings. I just go until my ancestors tell me otherwise. Nate, could you look in the refrigerator, give me the minced garlic, little bitty glass can. And I'm going to add some minced garlic. So should be on the top shelf, handsome. Nope, garlic. Yep, I think it's got a red top. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and get this all mixed up for you. Get the ground beef grounded. I'm not going to drain the ground beef, just because, I mean, a little bit of grease is good. So I'm going to get this all prepared for you here. Give me just a moment here. We'll be back once. I'll let this cook down just a little bit, and then I'll start adding all my seasonings. I'll bring you guys back once I get to that point, all right? Okay, sorry about the starting and stopping, but you know, that's what happens when 6 kids and they all want to be downstairs and they all want to be loud. So I got my beef about halfway done here. I'm going to go on ahead and start adding my seasonings to it, and you guys can kind of see, you know, what I add, how I do it, and we'll just kind of go from there, right? Lowry seasoning salt. I typically do use Lowry's. That's the only seasoning salt that I really use. I just ran out and have yet to run to the store, which if you guys stick around, click that like button, that subscribe, gonna hit that notifications to be notified of all new videos that are uploading. You will see a major grocery store run, a huge grocery store haul for my family size, and I typically buy things, like I said, to last anywhere between 3 to 6 months. So just kind of stick around for that. That'll be coming. I think I have some time off the end of this month because it really is it's a day job to go grocery store shopping for the amount of things that I plan on buying. Like I said, I typically try to buy for 3 to 6 months worth of stuff that we'll need. So yeah, it's going to take me a full day. And I'm spilling my hamburger meat. I'll get that cleaned up once all is said and done. Hamburger meat is just about done. Oh, and I can't get my meat out. And again, you will see me tasting the meat. You know, gotta make sure it's ready to go. Bear with me. Yeah, excuse me. A little bit of pepper in my mouth, in my nose. Missing something. Let's see. Montreal steak seasoning, can't go wrong. It's beef. It's what's for dinner. And again, I'm just going till my ancestors tell me to stop. It does feel like it needs a little bit more seasoning all around. You guys may hear my wife in the background here. She probably won't show her face, but you'll hear her. Yeah, could you let the dog out?
That dog's gonna jump.
Well, she's kind of...
I owe it my lunch money.
Well, you better give her lunch money then if she gonna jump you. Sorry, y'all. You guys will... My wife and I have a very weird relationship. Alright, and even though it's, you know, my cooking, my kids, my family, I still always grab a new fork every time. But let me let the dog out before she goes wild. Come on, Khaleesi! Oh! She needs some water.
It smells good.
Hey.
And is this supposed to be the crock pot lasagna?
I'm not doing crock pot. I mean, it could be made in a crock pot either way, but I just chose not to do the crock pot today because, you know. I'm gonna add a little bit of onion powder, granulated onion. Again, just, you know, it's just missing a little something. Go to your ancestors, say stop, then you stop.
Like you taste it?
Yeah, grab a spoon, fork, something. Mm-hmm.
Let's see if your ancestors agree with my ancestors.
Get this onion mixed up in here. Yeah, I ran out of Lowry's. Good. All right, wife gives it a thumbs up. So I'll be back here in just a few moments when I get ready to start combining everything. What I am going to add to this pot, if I can not knock my camera over here, I am going to go on ahead and add the marinara sauce, and then I'll taste it again with the marinara sauce to it. And then I'll come back on when I'm ready to pour everything here into our big, oh, that was loud, our big pot. So hold tight, be right back. Alrighty, welcome back. So now I am going to add marinara sauce, whatever you want to call it, spaghetti sauce. I'm going to go on ahead and get that added here to the meat. And we will keep trudging right along here. It's not a long process, honestly. I mean, if you cook it in a slow cooker, you know, if you have to go to work or something, and you kind of want to get it in a slow cooker, you could do that. Just with these noodles, though, you want to make sure, don't put the noodles in at the same time if you're going to do it, whether it be in a slow cooker or in the pot like I'm doing tonight. Don't put the noodles in. Put them in about 30 minutes. Prior to you being ready to eat. Let me get a plate. Hold on 1 second. So if you put them in too soon, you're gonna have, you know, nasty, soggy noodles by the time you're ready to eat. So this is something you could cook it in a slow cooker. Like I said, just make sure you ground the ground beef first, and then you're gonna kind of add everything else into it. Everything but the noodles. You can add the cheese if you want to. I don't. I kind of, again, I do that right around the same time that I add the noodles to it, because I just kind of want all of these different seasonings and flavors just to kind of have a little bit of time to marinate. So I don't try to add all the cheese and stuff all at once. The cheese, I mean, it depends on you and whatever your liking is, whatever your family prefers. That's all you make that decision. Probably have to add some more. I use beef broth, you know, because, well, why not? It's lasagna. You're using ground beef, you know, for the lasagna. So get this all kind of nice and mixed up here. Hopefully I can do this without making an even bigger mess. I can't find my favorite spoon, hence the reason why I'm using my spatula. I mean, I guess I could probably find it if I felt like searching for it, but I don't really feel like doing all of that. So, there we go. All right, so I'm gonna let this simmer down just a little bit. Let it kind of, not simmer down, but just kind of let it cook for a little while. And I will be back once I go to combine everything all into one, all right? Just sit tight. Promise it'll be worth it. Alrighty, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Again, sorry about the pausing and unpausing. I'm just gonna give you a quick little look here. So I am literally just kind of thickening this, waiting for it to thicken up. I've added a little bit of the beef broth. We'll just kind of see how it goes. I might have to add a little bit more, or I might have to thicken it up just a little bit more, but we'll see. Trial and error. Like I said, I don't ever write recipes down. I kind of just, you know, it's all from memory. I kind of just go for it. So just bear with me here. We'll get it all figured out, all right? And I will put you guys back on once I am at a point to add the noodles and you guys can see all of that, all right? Stay tuned. Alrighty, welcome back. So something I'm going to do real quick that I didn't initially intend to do, but you know, just kind of figured it would be a good little twist, is to make some homemade cheese bread. I don't have Texas toast. I am using what I have on hand, which I encourage everyone to do. No need to go out and buy. If you got some bread, all you need is some bread, some butter, some cheese, and a little bit of garlic salt, and you'll be good to go. So I am going to make some homemade, I guess you can call it homemade, but I'm just gonna make some cheese bread. Just kind of dip, you know, in the lasagna there. So yeah, you guys get to see this process. So enjoy the music in the background while you watch me construct all of the garlic bread, or at least this batch, and we'll see what happens later. I don't like this thing. Let me be honest. All right. A little bit of butter. I need another plate or a bowl or something of the sort. That'll work. Garlic powder. Just a little bit. Just enough to kind of give it that little tang, I guess you could say. And then I have in this bowl here, so I just have cheddar cheese, mozzarella cheese, and Parmesan cheese. Just gonna go on ahead and I don't know how much I'm using. You got to do to whatever your family's taste buds are. My family, we're a cheese family. We like cheese. The meltier and stringier, the better. So, you know, you do whatever it is your family prefers, whatever works best for you and your family, because I'm sure going to do what works best for mine. So, get this on here for you. So what I'm going to do, just so that this can get a nice little crunch, I'm going to bake it in the oven just at 300. until the cheese kind of starts to melt. And then what I'll do is I will actually remove these from the pan, put them directly on the oven rack so that it's that soft and kind of chewy inside, but the little nice crisp crunch on the outside. Yeah, I'll probably do maybe 2 more batches of this. It's about a loaf of bread, maybe. I don't know why my camera's dead. My battery's dead, but you guys can still see, right? All right. Nice ooey gooey cheesy garlic bread. All right, so I'll get this in the oven, and then if you want to get fancy, I need my step stool because short people problems. Me. 5'6", by the way, but I still have short people problems. For what I'm looking for, it is way in the back of my seasoning cabinet and all the way on the top. Gotta love step stools. Here we go. All right, and you're about to hear the baby come downstairs who, you know, never knows how to be quiet. Well, he ain't a baby no more, but let's put a little bit more on this one. If you're feeling a little bit fancy, you want to dress it up, parsley flakes. Just kind of dress it up a little bit. You can add oregano if you want to do oregano, rosemary, thyme, basil. If that's what you choose to do, you can always, you know, I encourage you to choose what you like, because that is what I do. My grandmother used to always tell me, doesn't matter what you cook, whether it's good or whether it's bad, it's all in presentation, because if it's presented right and it looks right, they're at least going to try it. So but you can't go wrong with cheese bread. Join me for the final once over once I start plating these, and what you guys will see from pretty much start to finish, minus me having to stop and pause to again, I'm new to creating content, so it's going to take me a little while, but once I get the hang of it, I'll flow through it like a breeze. So you guys will join me back once I'm ready to start plating it. All right, hold on. Alrighty, folks, this is the end result. What you didn't see me do, because I forgot to hit record, is I added some cheese into the pot once the noodles were as tender as we like them. Added some cheese, which was the same cheese blend that I added on the garlic bread, so it's mozzarella, parmesan, and cheddar cheese. And then I added some heavy cream to kind of help the cheese stay nice and creamy. So this is the end result. All right. The noodles and the bread, it's a 2-for-1, because the noodles and the bread is both going to make our children feel fuller longer. And then I made a big pot of it so they can have it for lunch. Sorry about my light there. So they can either have it for lunch tomorrow, they can have it for dinner tomorrow, or I can go on ahead and freeze it, and then we can have it for another dinner day later on in a month or two, or whenever we decide we want lasagna. So hope you like this video. Go on ahead and again click that like and subscribe button, click the share button, follow me along for more dinners for big families. Like I said, I typically try to make stuff that I know is going to fill our children up. Yeah, go on ahead and click that button there, click that share button, join us along for our next video. We'll have one later on this week. Not sure what that video is going to be, but you guys enjoy your evening, because I'm going to enjoy mine. So like I say, such is life. You guys take care.